Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet, not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's race day. 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 Crank it up. Finger to the sky and a green light shining bright. The only thing I have in mind is the finish.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here live on PT Race TV. We're at Rockingham, North Carolina's Rockingham Speedway, where today we present to you the Six Sigma Sim Racing Oval League here on the show and their hot start fight for supremacy here on the broadcast, presented by Six Sigma Sim Racing. Hi everyone, I am the Crusader, Christian Shriver, joining you guys here today. We're showing you guys live here on the show. Let's take a look at our starting lineup here, presented by www.sixsigmasimracing.com. On the pole today, it'll be the number 6, Parker Patrick Kelly. It is outside, and the number 20, that will be Andrew Hardcastle. Row number 2 is the number 12 of Alinton Norgard. The outside on the 43, it is William White. Row number 3 is the 21 of Corey Abbott. The outside on number 24, Matthew Moniak. Row number 4 will be the 14 of Austin Louder. The outside on the number 76, it is Mike Rideout. Row 5 is the 22 of Jeff Oakes. The outside on the number 5, it is the Throttle Chantel Pottle. Row number 6 is the 2 of Jan Lancaster. The outside in the 77, it is Kerry Brooks. And finally, in the final starting rows, row number 7, it is Wayne Ruprack. And the outside in the 61, it's Chris Schuessler. Chris Schuessler once again going to be coming in through the field, looking to try to make a charge to the front. Wayne Ruprack going to have his first taste of trying to do that today in quite some time. But the man they're all keeping their hell's eye on will be that number 6, Dr. Peppa, Toyota Subaru driver of Parker Patrick Kelly, as he looks to try to pull off his first win of the season in what would be best described as a hard fighting scenario. So far in this season, only 2 winners have come across this league, and that has been Alinton Norgard and Robert Kahn. What will happen today as we bring these drivers straight to the line and down across the track? We're going to see in just a moment. Off off around the corners here, down into the front straightaway. We initiate the green flag start. Bring him high, throw him down. Let's go racing here, boys. 100 laps to the distance already on the outside. Andrew Hardcastle not exactly letting Kelly get by him. He drove it in deep, looking for the early position, trying to gain some ground using the top side, looking to rock the middle. He's rocking the boat on that 6 Dark Peppers. Patrick Kelly here trying to keep him under control, trying to keep him on the down low. The number 20 of Matthew Moniak right now trying to do much of the same with the 14 of Austin Louder laying right in between. Oh, and Kossoff goes for the ride already. There's trouble off the backstretch. A massive wreck ensuing. Oh no! Oh my! Huge wreck ensuing here off the corner distance. Wayne Rubeck and Hardcastle involved in the wreck, I believe. Chantel Bottle also clipped up and taken for a bit of a ride out of that too. Major troubles ensuing out of the gate. What on earth happened out of the start here? We'll take a look at the front of the pack here and see what that happened, but I don't even know where to begin with this. Well, here's what happened to Hardcastle. He gets himself in trouble here. He slams into the wall protection. And then from there, I'm not even sure what happened to the 5 at Chantal Bottle or any of them. I think, honestly, they may have just kind of got caught up in the barge there. We had our chopper cam down there working. Let's take a look. Here's the initial caution wreck. There's the 12. Norgard gets clipped. Moniak. Oh, look at this. Moniak actually clips him hard. And the 14 of Austin Louder tries to get out of the way and takes the 5 with him. Ailton Norgard, though, for the first time this season, has been taken in a wreck. For the first time, we have seen this happen in a very wild and a bit of a scary situation here. One more look at it from the onboard camera here at Moniak. Oh, Kerry Brooks, too. Forgot all about him. Chad Lancaster. Oh, yikes. Nobody was safe. I mean, nobody. Absolutely nobody. Wow. Just a few short laps in and already chaos ensuing here at the Rock. Rockingham definitely is not an easy place to take down, much less take on. And we just got a good look at that here right out of the gate. Let's take a listen in out of our drivers right now as they get ready to field them back in. The number 43 of William White joins us here from across the pond. William, great to have you back on board, sir. And well done executing a good block there, getting around that mess there. What had exactly happened as you seen it go right by you?
Yeah, we had just we saw Hardcastle going. I think it just got a bit tight coming off of turn 2. Thankfully, we just had to lift off the throttle. Didn't have to do much evasive action. He kind of spun down towards the inside. Thankfully, we weren't collected, and we've gained a couple spots for it.
Now, with that set in stone here and in motion here, what is it going to take to really kind of hang out and try to keep everything under control with the rest of the field?
I think priority number 1 is not dying. It's super loose around here, and tyre wear is going to be a big thing. I mean, ideally we can get around Parker on the start, but I'd rather, you know, conserve my stuff and be there at the end to try and pick up the pieces.
Sure there, William. Thank you so much for your time down there.
No worries, thanks, Chris.
No problem indeed, William White. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on with Patrick Kelly there, but old Corey Abbott decided to give him a little bump there in the back of the rack there. I'm not sure what that's all about, but nevertheless, Field will strike him back down, double in. Surely didn't take long to get him re-racked and stacked here, folks. Back to the green flag. Whoa! Major troubles there for White. Not getting a good start. Jeff Oakes falls right in line. Everybody trying to doghound through the field of motion here. Well, that'll give Corey Abbott, number 21, a chance to kind of rock his way through. Jeff Oakes right now looking to try to make a move down on the 43. Looking to make him pay for his sin there of not having the cardinal rule. Don't miss that start. You miss that start, then you lose position. And Vokesy right now trying to get right to him. Front bumper completely destroyed up on the number 5, 6 Sigma Sim Racing Lightning Rounds machine of Chantel Bottle. That's number 24, Matthew Moniak going deep into the inside looking for the corner. Drives in deep to the inside this time. We're having no troubles keeping the 24 under control and steered clear of troubles. Speaking of steering clear of troubles, Ailton Norgard after that little troublesome position now is trying to get the lead.gg machine into a bit of a fight and a workaround after that horrible little situation there. It's the first time all season he's been a part of any kind of wreck or any kind of thing that took him out. He's been able to stay away from it for so long, I think he forgot what it meant to be one of the other drivers in the back of the pack. Last time out, though, these drivers were running it down at the Circuit of the Americas in a very long-ended COTA race. Today, this is the complete opposite of having to figure out your corners, having to figure out your turns. This is all about tire management, working the field, controlling the ground, and making sure that that car doesn't get too out of control and too out of shape. Focusing on that steering and focusing on your RPMs is extremely crucial here, and it can make a huge difference maker, especially when you get later in the run. Well, White right now starting to get about a 0.3 of a second gap over on Oaks right now. Oaks starting to clamber back to him though, building speed on the middle to the outside again though. Driving so hard in those corners, you gotta watch those tires. You heard even White say, as long as I can preserve my tires, I'll be okay. I just gotta make sure I stay out of trouble more than anything. Lap 111, or excuse me, lap 11 is panned out. We're still got 1/10 of the way to go. Corey Abbott, number 21 right now, trying to get up there to Parker Patrick Kelly. Let's take a look at our lap time intervals. Fastest time set on lap number 8, 24.826. That is the fastest time so far, but intervals-wise, a little bit of a loss and a bit of a ground gain there for Abbott on lap number 9. However, lap 10 and 11, he did not get any back. As a matter of fact, lost a little bit more on the next lap than he gained on Kelly. Kelly right now looking to try to exploit it, trying to make sure he can keep him behind and stay him right in the focus charge and try to stay under control of this car. Back on the inside here. Here comes the number 24. Moniak trying to bring the 24 machine. I'm trying to figure out too what is his little deal there on that 24 scheme. I think he's going with some kind of sunglasses wear, or he's trying to emphasize that he's the blind driver or something. I don't know. At this point, I think we might have to call him the blinded bandit if he's going to really try to pull that on us. I haven't given him a nickname yet. Oh, but I think he's going to get a bit of a blind shot there from the corner. And he has been taken out off the back straightaway. Unfortunately, Kerry Brooks clipping him down off the back half. Came out of turn number 2, and both drivers getting a little bit of contact made. Moniak nowhere to go, and unfortunately a major little hit there for the number 24 camp. As we look at the PTM instant replay, look at this. Abbott came up just a little bit, slight contact, and it was just enough to get Moniak loose. He got tight in there and then got rough off in a big, big break. Unfortunately, not going the way of Moniak, but nevertheless going the way of Brooks there to at least stay out of trouble. But Kerry, I definitely can tell you, did not intentionally try to do that. I've raced him enough to know, and I've worked with him enough to know he's not that kind of guy. Damage getting cleaned up on the number 24. We'll have to see how well that works out for him later, but a very tough break there for Moniak. Well, Jeff Oakes once again catch back up there to William White, but again, passing around here, not exactly the easiest to do. We talk about how treacherous it is just to get a good corner or a good run here on these mile-long tracks or on the half miles and below. Really, the biggest key to success here is just make sure you hold the other driver behind you and only use your lanes to your advantage. The outside is going to be the fastest route in terms of how much speed you can carry, but you've got to have a little bit of a trick shot in it. You've got to diamond it off here in these Xfinity cars. You've got to go up in the middle, shoot up to the top as you enter from the corner. As you hit the exit, you got to bring it just low enough where the car can rebound and actually square back up into this corner, straighten your slide out, and then slam the gas pedal to get that car to take the most RPMs and the most speed you can control inside. But again, it's extremely difficult to master and extremely judgmental to call. Mike right out in the MRM 76 after coming off a non-televised win and pushing limits Racing League 2 weeks ago. He's finally getting another one off his books and off his radar. Oh, hold on a minute, hold on a minute. There's trouble, and the 77's around. Talk about a just throw of survival here for these drivers, and let's take another look at it. It looks like once again another corner is going to bite Kerry Brooks. This looks like it's going to happen in turn 2, the 71. The Wayne Ruprecht, I believe. Oh, got the genuine drive machine, got him good there. I can confirm that that is Wayne Ruprecht. Unfortunately, both drivers just making a little bit of a mistake there, missing a little bit of a shot in the dark there. We'll take one more look at it from our chopper cam. Watch again as Ruprecht, you see diamonds it straight off from the top to the bottom, although that was not the most idealistic position. More or less trying to block Brooks if he was his goal. But then you can see as both drivers just kind of came into the turn, Ruprecht got right into it. Brooks had no clue what was going on and no chance once it happened. Tough break there for the number 77. And with that caution flag out, race fans, we're going to go ahead and take a listen in now down to our drivers once again. Wild scenarios and wild positions here on the track. We're going to listen in real quick here with the man that pilots the big number 20. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Oaks now joining us on the line here. Jeff, this has been a bit of a rocky start here, no pun intended for some, but you seem to have been able to avoid trouble and stay in contention. How is the car feeling so far?
So far, pretty good, buddy. How you doing up there?
Well, doing pretty good on my end here. We've just been watching the chaos unfold and seeing how you guys can bring it down to the track.
Yeah. Been a couple hairy moments, but overall, the Beech-Nut Cessna feels pretty good. Just kind of riding right now, and I think we got a good strategy here, so hopefully it pays off.
Pays off indeed. All right, well, Jeff, we do appreciate your time down there, sir. We'll see what happens as we get you ready to fire back on the track.
Thanks, buddy. Good luck up there. Hope you enjoy it.
Thank you, sir. Jeffrey Oaks, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I would bring in some other drivers like Kerry Brooks or Matthew Moniak, but they've kind of been involved in some issues here. I don't think they really want to talk to me very much. There's one thing I have been told on the broadcast, and I've even said before, we try to avoid stirring the pot too much. We don't need to be going out there and fishing for anything. That's the last thing we want. We're just trying to stay out of trouble, and we'll keep ourselves out of it. So, nevertheless, coming from pit road, fresh repair there for number 5. She has got a full set on that one. Looks like Wayne Ruprecht might have took some damage there as well in the initial contact, so he has cleaned up a little bit of it and cleaned it a little bit on the track. Kerry Brooks definitely has got car worse for wear. How well that'll affect the aerodynamics of the rear spoiler and the vent share there, that will remain to be the question. You look at the way that car is bent in. Great camera work here from our producers, but you can see the left front, you can see the right rear fender off in the corner there. That is what is bent in so badly that, again, the airflow kind of dynamically creases to that side of the car. The left side here allows it to kind of intake on that edge. That's why you see that little slider door there, if you will, or kind of like a little fanning air thing, if you will. It helps kind of fan the wind current off from that area and allows for the driver to kind of hold the line a little bit tighter on the left side. Again, more of a twisted sister concept, but it makes it for a more interesting dynamic. But with that right side damage on that side of the car, that could be bad there. Well, Matty Moniak's commenting in our Facebook Live, and he's got a few laugh emojis. I think that's what he's doing. I'm not completely sure what he's getting for or what he's laughing at. I think he's probably laughing at what I said. I probably won't bring him in for now, just till maybe we get another cautionary. Maybe he's okay down there. It looks like he's out of the race, so yeah, looks like he's done. Yeah, Matthew Moniak is out of the race here, race fans, for now. We'll have to see how that translates to the rest of the field. Green flag back on out, though. This time off of turn number 2, it is Jeff Oakes who gets the advantage on William White. White didn't get a bad start, just kind of got squared up in the field. Here comes number 5, Chantel Pottle. And Pottle, right now, getting a bit of a grip, getting a bit of a feel for the track, getting a feel for the ride ahead. She's hanging in there. And if I had to give like the worst luck award to anybody in this series, I think I might have to give it to the 5. She has been finding herself in nothing but trouble and can't seem to catch a break when she wants to. And it looks like she's going to try to make her break this move now. Inside the corner, takes the 3rd spot over. She drives it right ahead of William White. Meanwhile, look up front. Here we go. Battle for the lead. Parker Patrick Kelly has been holding the lead down for now. But Jeff Oakes has hunted down his man. How will Parker fare here? He's going to try to hold the middle, trying to hold the bottom groove as well. Look at Oakes. He's not having it. He goes straight for the inside run. Big drive off here from turn number 4. He is one wheel inside, one fender around. He's going to force Parker up a little bit from the gap in the inside. Goes Oakes down to the drive, trying to tuck for the lead. He takes it through off the back straightaway. We have a new leader. But in all that battling, oh, hold on a minute. What is going on? Parker Patrick Kelly is coming to a stop of a turn number 3. The left front has locked up completely. What is going on? What is going on with the number 6? He is dead stopped here on the turn number 3. Oakes will be your leader as the caution flies out, but Parker Patrick Kelly completely thrown for a curveball and maybe a whole nother loop. I don't know if he lost steering, if he lost power there, or what happened, but something major just went down inside that car, and he cannot be a happy camper for this one. What on earth just happened? We're going to take a look at the replay here from the blend cam. I don't think there was any contact made there from Oakes. Everything looks good here. And you see, oh, right there, slammed the wall. I don't know if that made any effect there, the damage to the car there. Look at this. Oh, man. Good moving there by Rideout. Norgard as well, taking a great job in steering that car off. But to me, it didn't look like Kelly had damaged the car that tremendously here. But again, I could be very wrong. Let's take one more look at it. Here's your onboard camera, folks. Well, right there, the wheel. Yeah, he's got mechanical problems down there. That wheel is not supposed to steer off like that. It looks like he finally has got it situated, but the 6 does not have the race lead no more. Hey, Matthew Money, I got a copy down there. Money, I got a copy.
I do.
All right, hey, man. Well, nevertheless, great to have you back on the call here, and we're reading over your comment, but I think maybe it was best to let you kind of explain to the fans at home what the scheme was out for tonight here.
Oh, I just kind of figured with this season, with this Xfinity car, I'm not very good in them, so just kind of warning to the other drivers that I'm, still learning my Xfinity car, so I just kind of call myself a blind driver and kind of lived up to that name tonight.
Well, I'm about to say, like, a few bad breaks and a few tough little shots there, and the arm definitely didn't help out much, but, I mean, you call yourself the blind driver, and I gave you the nickname the Blind Bandit tonight, because you still know how to throw a few shots once you finally can get this thing figured out, but, for you and this team here, I mean, will you be able to come back next week and try to get this Xfinity car squared up a little bit more, you think?
Yeah, I should be back next week. I'm hoping to be able to make it in, and as long as the hauler doesn't break down on the way to the track.
All right, well, Matthew, we really do appreciate coming on board here, sir. Best of luck to you in the teal here, sir.
Thank you. Have yourself a good night.
You too, Betty. Matthew Moniak, ladies and gentlemen, staying in good spirits and in good heart. Race control, as well as the drivers down there, have let me know Parker's wheel has had a mechanical problem. It has unfortunately broke down for now. He seems to have got it squared up. Unfortunately, though, the number 6 is rolling with major troubles, as he'll now have to try to keep that thing in one piece and try to keep himself under control. But that will set us up to yet another restart here, folks. We are 32 out of the 100 laps in, and we have had nothing but chaos ensue and just madness brought to the table. It's really hard to really give you guys a good idea like what we're going to see next or what we're going to bring to the table. I tell you, start to get a little further in this race, so we'll have to see how it goes down. But so far, the usual top suspects have not been up front. Rockingham has taken them for a loop. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, here we're going to square them back up. Andrew Hardcastle and Matthew Monick right now kind of out of this race here, unfortunately. We'll square them back up to the green flag restart zone. Gary Brooks now going to try to linger his way through. The 5 Chantel Pottle going to go up there with the number 22, Jeff Oakes. Jeff Oakes and Pottle have had history before, but they may have to rewrite their history a little bit, add another name to the roster because Corey Abbott is intervening and he wants to try to make a little showmanship of himself. Wait a minute, what is going on down there? Chris Schuessler, the 61 has slowed up. Problems down there for him. What is going on around this track today, folks? These cars are breaking down. These drivers are either breaking themselves down or something is not going right today. Abbott able to make the pass in the 5. Pottle will try to hold on. Brought up the momentum and really stayed focused on the end of the playing field and really stayed closer to the track. We are 35 out of 100 laps completed. Ailton Norgard, despite the slight little damage he suffered earlier, seems to now be hanging in there okay. If this race stayed green though from where he was at earlier, this would have been probably the most difficult race for him to have to try to conquer and win from. He got trapped so many areas, so many times, that now he's relying heavily on a fuel and a tire strategy to outrace the field. And you can see too how difficult it is just to get a good run and a good pass on these guys. Again, it is so difficult to find a line, to find an opening to really make that pass because again, every send of the corner you have such high-end little turning corners. They really force each driver to have to make a choice and make a real observation. And Austin Lauder gave the 12 that observation. Norgard moves to the inside and takes it just like a thief in the night away from the 14. He now moves into the 4th spot. Still a daunting challenge ahead. 2.5 seconds behind right now of Jeff Oakes and the number 22. Oakes currently leading the field in. He hasn't been to victory lane on an oval in quite some time, but he wants to change that today. He's had road course wins. He's had success with other ovals, and he's had a lot of success with the truck series as well. Matter of fact, his first win ever came on, at least on iRacing, came back at USA International Speedway with the street stocks and what was pretty much set and bounded as pretty much a wild fight for survival to the end. It was a great showing from him and the crew there. Really just kind of brought home the fact that you just cannot give up until that last lap comes ahead. He figured that out and he got it done then. I've had the pleasure of racing him too as well on a Michigan International Speedway there where he got his very first career win ever in his career. I still remember that day quite well. I remember that final lap. I ended up taking it 3 wide with a couple of them. And just for the record, I thought the outside would work a lot better in Michigan with a truck than it actually did. So, meanwhile, look at right on the right, live time in the right shot here. The number 12 Norgard, the ledge GG has suppressed the feeling and suppressed his emotions. Now has found his groove. And he's forcing drivers to as well. He's got the 5 Chantel Bottle driving up a little bit higher, maybe trying to conserve her tires a little bit. Norgard, though, not able to make a clean pass, though. Is he, by chance, burning up too much of that tire? Might not have much of a run there if he can't get around one driver here, and she knows that all too well. You can see the entry too, right? Look at that little stutter there on the throttle. You can hear that little stutter from Pottle. She actually has to kind of stutter the car just to keep that thing under control and not lose out on touch and speed. Norgard desperately trying to find a way around it, but it's not working right now. Possibly could be trying to wear and tear the car out a little bit, maybe trying to get a little bit more observation, a little more objectiveness. Hard to really tell right now. Austin Louder way behind in the pack here, trying to get back into this one too. Down from the corner ledge there, and now Norgard finally will get a run there off the corner. William White now, big move coming for the 43, up on number 14 of Louder. Louder trying to not make it a little quieter on White, but unfortunately he did not make it all so much. White quiets him. Or silences him, that's probably a better line. That's one thing about broadcasting, sometimes you forget what the heck you're even saying. .46 out of 100 so far completed. Parker Patrick Kelly here, hanging in deep, trying to stick it to the machine, trying to stick it to the track, down Thunder Alley here. You can see the pressure too, just building and building up more as it goes along. So much open areas and open ends to the track here really forces everyone to really have to make or break their position, to choose their lines, choose their spots. You're seeing very carefully though just what happens when you let one driver get kind of the better of the other and not really give yourself too much of that focus. Parker going deep the inside, Louder trying to rock it on the out, but it's not going to be enough. The Bass Pro Shops tracker boats passed up in the corner. William White deep on the outside. Different move compared to what we saw earlier. Oh, hold on. Nice save. Well, fenders were put together, and Parker Kelly, he got two for the price of one. Daily double for the number 6. Bottle looks like her tires may be shredded up a bit too much here, and it looks like Louder's trying to make a bit of an observation on that and exploit the weakness. Oh! And Louder slammed it right into turn number 1 there, right off the corner. Couldn't quite get the car to take a set. Now he really can't get that thing to take a set. He's scraping the wall, currently dealing with a 5 right now. She'll dive in the inside and keep him down on the outside. But Louder just scratched up that car and made a lot more worse for wear on the aero package now. Bit of a heartbreaker there for him, unfortunately, to have to struggle and go through that kind of playing field and that kind of issue. Halfway done with this race. Corey Abbott and Ailton Norgard right now, they are separated out by a good margin, but the man they're all trying to hunt down still is the guy that pilots the big 22, Jeffrey Oaks, and the Beechcraft machine. What trouble's there? He got into the wall protection down off of turn number 2. That just gave Corey Abbott all you needed to see. I was just about to say some good things about Oaks here, hanging on for as long as he did, and then that little mistake just got him. The broadcaster curse is still alive and well, I see. Watch out for that CA Graphics Abbott camp here, the 21, looking to try to take him down. Drops low, looking for the dive corner. He got a good run off. Great pass there in the insert, and the tires wormed in just enough, but not too much compared to Oaks. New leader. Abbott right now got to be just in the back of his mind thinking, I've been desperate for this one and I need to get this one. But he knows Oaks will not leave him be. Oaks, he's like an old pit bull, man, I swear. This guy just does not give up. He will not leave you alone, and if you try to keep on his tail and try to rattle his cage, he'll bite quickly as you got him riled up. He's an old pit bull, I'm telling you. He will bark and he will bite back. And he's already trying to here. They're gonna run into lap traffic. Wayne Ruprecht right on the top and in the middle now, getting more and more troublesome there for the 22. And that's giving everybody a lot more worse for troubles because here comes the number 12, Alinson Norgard, having to march and scratch his way from the back of the back to have to now take on the rest of the field. He's coming for him. Norgard pretty much looking to have almost a perfect season, if you will. Almost had all the wins so far this season, but Robert Cobb was able to duke him out on a previous race. We have not seen Con since then, though. Norgard right now currently closing in on Jeff Oaks. Let's take a look at the back of the pack real quick, though, because Mike Rideout has also closed in on some driving styles and some driving talent here. He's got Kerry Brooks right in his sights here. You can hear the roar of this machine here being brought to full use. Kerry Brooks trying to hold that 76 right out down below him. Gary doing a great job here hanging on, but you can see it is Rideout who has a slight advantage. He's got a good run the entry, and he's got a stronger exit there. A beautiful corner off from 2. Now he needs 3. If he can get turn 3 to work with him a little bit, he might have a good chance here, a good opportunity there, side by side, entering from turn 4. Each turn, each corner, just an absolute drag race and a half here, trying to hang on. And it's getting more and more difficult. You can see actually Rideout starting to feel the pressure a little bit. That could be bolstered on by the fact that his tires are worn and torn in. Oh, speaking of worn and torn in, look out. Here we go. Fresher set tires from Parker Patrick Kelly. And he has now found a little secret to use on Norgard. Norgard knows he's got trouble, and he's got more trouble coming. William White has entered into the fold. What a complete 180 for this one. And the thing is, if Oaks didn't get into that wall protection, he'd still probably be your race leader. He'd probably be able to hang on a little bit longer. But now he's getting used up a little bit too. Parker slams him right into the corner there from turn number 1 and drives off. Oh, but he gets into the wall. Norgard gets into it too. White trying to hold on the inside, trying to keep him low. He couldn't. He backed off. Now has to square up and catch right back up. Corey Abbott has got to be loving every minute of this right now, knowing he doesn't have anything to worry about except that caution flying out. But even then, it could be all drivers getting in that little situation, and then you really got something on your hands. Chad Lancaster, the number 2, gets it back out on the track here. He's looking to try to bring a fight back on it too. Parker using the tires that he's got from the pit still to use in good command. And you want to know how good those tires are? Those tires right now are 9 laps better than Alinson Norgard. And Parker had to literally climb back from the 10th spot to get to the 2nd position again. He's looking for the man that pilots the CA Graphics 21 of Abbott. We're going to go on board here. I want to give you guys a little insight on how the heck you beat Rockingham. Like I said earlier, there's 2 ways to do it. Run the extreme bottom by diming it off in the middle of the entry and then bringing it back down and then sending it back up to the top. Or you have to run the extreme high line. You go in the middle, let it corner up there. As you go back down in the middle though, rocket it off there to the exit of the wall. You force the driver on the bottom end to have to stay in a more diluted position, forcing a very interesting little situation, a very tough little drive to have to make passes and make great moves off from the corners. Take a look at our lap times here. That is some tense gain there on our leader. Abbott is on 8 lap, lesser tires than Parker is, and right now Parker seems to be diluting this car up a little bit more, starting to figure out what makes it tick. He was a number 1 qualifier in this race. His wheel crashing out on him. They had to get into the pits, restall it, and get him a new wheel set and spindle put on the car, and the car from there worked out all right. Oaks going into pit road. Kerry Brooks, Steph Oaks, Ailton Norgard, they're all going in right now. So Brooks already in the pits right now, trying to get squared up here on the track. We'll see how that goes for him here. As Wayne Ruprecht is now also in there. You can see they are currently trying to get in and out. Brooks is going to get the fuel and then march his way around. Ailton just now getting into his pit stall. Sentel Pyle going to go into the pits here, patiently entering and intervening in. Parker Patrick Kelly now with Corey Abbott going into pit road will be your new leader. Well, now Parker has a bit of a dilemma on his hand. Now he has to choose the right time and the right place to get fuel and tires. Does he try to build up a big lead early, and does he try to get a little bit further into the pack, or does he try to square up? Oh, that's definitely not squaring up. He got a little bit of a tag there from turn number 2, and that turn has been absolutely punishing to anybody and everybody that's come across it so far. We've seen every single driver that's been on that lead errand, the leader end, or trying to make a move here, just getting a pulverizing shot down there, or they end up getting trapped between someone else's bike and themselves, and it costs them dearly. And now you're just getting another glimpse of what it's doing down there. Just under 30 laps remaining here now. Parker staying out here for the moment, trying to keep his position in. Well, race fans, we got to cut to a quick commercial break real quick, but when we come back, currently the field trying to size up for pit stops. Parker's going to go in now. Will he be able to hang on? White will have to make his choice later on. What will he do? Find out when we return. Tonight's race here at Rockingham Speedway presented by Six Sigma Sim Racing. Six Sigma is your #1 Moza and Sim Magic dealer in North America, while also the manufacturer of the best valued high-end sim racing chassis in the market. Big thank you to them, and big thank you to everyone that tunes in to these shows. Pit stop now for William White. Parker still in. Corey Abbott and Ailton Norgard right now trying to hurry in and hurry through. Parker's coming out though. He's out. And he's only about 5-6 seconds now behind of Abbott. He's gonna floor the gas pedal. It's gonna look to be just under 7 seconds to clear. William White is in pit road as we speak. Ailton Norgard right now in the second spot here. Parker about 7 seconds behind. He has a chance though to catch him up. He's got a lot of ground to make up. He's going to need the final 10 laps to be his saving grace. Ailton Norgard and Corey Abbott, they've got to stay focused and watch themselves here late in the run. Things are going to get pressured and they're going to be tougher than they have ever been for these guys, and they know it. Wow, right now we look for an actual battle on the track here, and you've got two drivers looking for each other's position. Austin Lauder, number 14, trying to silence the critics and take down another one of the drop dogs in this one. Kerry Brooks on the 77 trying to hang on after all the madness, chaos, and trouble that has ensued for him today. Austin right now trying to get a little bit harder on the gas pedal and harder on the drive. He's lining up something here. It's got a pretty good little rundown here of the field. Despite all that damage there on the 14, he seems to be held up okay. Gary Brooks right now though currently holding him down by a good margin of error now, and he's going to need more. He was having tenths lost. Now he's gaining more tenths than he can count. Wilder seems to be struggling more and more the longer this goes. William White's pit strategy right now may not have been the best in the terms of the long run or the long scope, and the 43 is well aware of that. The 2315simware.com, number 43 currently trying to hang on and make pace and make way to the field. The rest of the drivers as well, much of the same. Eldorado Chantel Pato earlier on making a great charge there for the lead and good spot up in the second spot, but then after those cautions kind of brewed out, kind of hurt her chances really to hang on in there, and then that turned the scope. But the good news is, for now anyway, at least the car is still in one piece. Laps remain. Corey Abbott, your race leader. Up by a good margin of error here, but right now Parker Patrick Kelly gotta be a little bit of a scary thought in his mind too. 5.5 seconds now, less to go, and Parker is clearing house and he's catching them. Ailton Norgard trying to hang in there as long as he can, and he sees traffic up ahead. This is his moment. He now has a chance to get to Abbott a little bit easier here, but the problem is, if he's doing it, you know who else will be behind him. And they're on fresher sets too, which could make the difference. Abbott trying to reel his way around lap traffic. He knows this is a struggle that you face on any short track or any mile-long track. The pressure certainly on. Moving the chains off into the corner panel there. The number 71 of Wayne Ruprecht right now trying to keep Corey from making any decisive moves or intervenes here. 18 laps remain. He's able to get around Wayne, but now Norgard will have to figure out a way to get around him too. And in all that chaos, all that madness, Parker was able to catch 2 seconds on all of them. He's now 3.5 back. Jeff Oaks trying to hang on a little bit too. Currently only 6 seconds back, but he's not getting much speed and momentum brewing his way. It may be a little too late, unfortunately, for the 22 today. Ruprecht backing off, less than 12 on by. Doesn't want to get any more in his way of the leaders or any more in the way of the other guys trying to battle for position and supremacy. Norgard has only lost once this season. Abbott lost 4 times than not. He still feels like he should have had something there back at Darlington Raceway. Is the time here and now. Has he finally been given that chance and given the golden opportunity, the golden shovel, to dig the rest of the drivers out from this one? Chris Huesler right now currently having a little bit of problems on the track here. Is able to square it back up. No caution thrown. 13 will turn to 12 laps to go. Well, I said in the last 10 laps, Parker's gonna have to start really cranking it up a bit. And he is. He's only about 4 seconds back of the leader, but he's then got to figure out a way to ground Norgard first. And then he's got to figure out a way to get to Abbott. But he is cranking up a lot of speed here, cranking up a lot of power. Might be a chance. He's got Rip Rack right in front of him right now. And we saw how hard it was to get around the number 71 earlier. Will it be the same case? The same situation. That play, Norgard and Abbott. Norgard is not getting any more momentum, and Abbott is gaining a lot on it. That's a 2.5 second gap right now, separating out first and second. Abbott looks like he might have finally caught himself a break here. Something he told me earlier today, he feels like he has not gotten one bit of, or one little chance of it. He said he's been sick and tired of it, and he wants this one to finally work out in his favor. Gaps and times now going further and further along. Some absolutely great racing throughout. And it looks like we're going to get a little bit more of it here. William White, Kerry Brooks, looks like they'll have one little more fight out here. White looking to try to clear the 77. Brooks trying to defend his line. Look to drop down low yet again here. Brooks going straight into the corner panel here, off the rack here and off the side. William White, nowhere to go but up from here. He's now back in the top 5 here. Brooks having a bit of a wild little ruckus day in that 76 Sigma, that Six Sigma sim racing machine, but nevertheless, still he came out here firing on all cylinders and fought hard to try to prove his point and prove his placement here in the track. 3.5 seconds tell the tale. And Parker has finally got up there to Aylington, but he is starting to fade. Corey Abbott may have outclassed him and outsmarted him on a fuel and a tire strategy run, despite lap traffic intervening there late in the run. Laps remain here. The number 6 looking to try and make the moves and make the shots well. Looking down the back straightaway here. This is a good opportunity for Parker Patrick Kelly to make his presence felt. Norgard may have to accept defeat here once again, only for the second time this season. Parker deep in the inside. Big run coming into turn 1. Parker is going to drive this thing into the ground. Norgard will still be your points leader no matter what, unless he does something absolutely crazy here. But I think he'll be okay there for a bit. Oh, a little bit of a wall tap there, either for Norgard or Kelly. A little hard to say there. And Norgard actually going to go to pit road. He's got to go to the pits here. What on earth? I don't think he had enough fuel in there, and that's going to cost him this one. Did Abbott get enough fuel in his car, you wonder now? We're about to find out. Here we go, coming off turn number 3 to turn number 4. White flag high in the air. Fans on their feet watching this final lap here for the number 21. Corey Abbott. So much trouble. So much pressure he has faced this entire season, but all the hardships, all the bad luck have come to its conclusion here at Rockingham Speedway. The number 21 CA Graphics of Corey Abbott will bring it to victory lane. Second will go to Parker Patrick Kelly. Jeffrey Oaks will reel himself in for a nice third place. William White, whoa, hold on, I was about to say William White really driving him near the inside, almost for a third. He'll take fourth. Gary Brooks goes fifth to round out the top 5. He's been waiting a while to do this one, race fans. The 21 of Corey Abbott is going to send the burnouts around. He's revving the old engine up. Looks like he's getting ready for it. Here he goes. There it is. You can tell he's been waiting a while to do this one, folks. Perhaps been way too long here. There goes the motor. I don't think he was planning on bringing it home anyway tonight. I think he wanted to leave. I think he just wanted to take the frame and just leave the car in pieces for the night. What a victory! What a race for Corey Abbott. He's gonna finally pull this one off. Your race results now on your screen, presented by Six Sigma Sim Racing. Here's the final results. Corey Abbott will finally release his demons and get himself into victory lane. Parker Kelly getting himself a great second place here. Jeff Oaks, once more, another strong finish. Goes third. William White going fourth, just barely edged out at the line. Gary Brooks gets fifth. Chantel Bottle holds it out for sixth this time. Seventh will be Mike Rideout. Austin Louder going to go eighth. Ninth going to be Elinton Norgard. And 10th to Wayne Ruprack. Rounding out your top 10 in this one. The rest of your finishers on your screen as well. Well, one more piece of business to do and calling it a night. Race fans here.
I mean, he ended up passing me in the finish because of that penalty.
Oaks, I don't think you're in the chat anymore, buddy.
What's that?
Oaks, you're in the broadcast booth. You're not in their channel anymore, bud.
Oh, sorry.
I know you're talking with them over there, but we had to kind of bring you in for this one here. Congratulations on your third place finish. How the heck were you feeling today about this one here, sir?
Honestly, it went better than what I expected. I mean, I didn't have a lot of practice and a lot of time at this track, so coming in and after practice, I felt I was a 6th to 8th place car. So if in my mind, I finished anywhere ahead of that, it was a bonus. And I got to lead some laps, so it was a lot of fun. Strategy paid off fairly decent. I overdrove my tires a little bit when I was out there in the front, but all in all, a good race.
Well, no, a very good race indeed. Now, I know you had a lot of pressure kind of mounting on yourself as well as the rest of the crew, but for you and this team, I mean, to be able to come away with a third place finish, lead some laps here, do you think this has been kind of the best performance you've had all season long?
I felt I had a real strong performance with the 2nd place finish at Circuit of Americas last week, and other than that, yeah, these have been 2 good finishes back to back. This has been my 3rd podium. I've had 3 races this week, starting Sunday, and my 3rd podium, so it's been a good week so far.
Absolutely indeed. Well,
A lot of momentum.
A lot of momentum indeed, my friend. So, with that said, you know the drill. Who do you want to thank here for this one?
I appreciate you up there in the booth for everything you do up there. Six Sigma Racing for putting this on. I run in both our leagues, and great group of guys all the way around. Group of guys and girls. And the guys that put this on, the guys and girls that go out and race every week. It's a pleasure to race with them, and I enjoy it.
Absolutely. All
My
right.
beautiful wife who lets me do this.
You can't forget about the wife.
Can't forget that.
No, you cannot. All right, Jeff. Congratulations, man. What a 3rd place today for you.
All right, thanks, buddy. Have a good one.
You too. Jeffrey Oaks, ladies and gentlemen, he'll take it home today for a solid third place finish today. Second place will be Parker Patrick Kelly. I'm not seeing him in our chat right now. Nor I think is he on the track, so I think he's calling this one a night. I don't think he wants anything to talk about here. Probably a little bit unfortunate, disappointed there, but nevertheless, Parker, if you're listening, man, congratulations on that second place finish. Great drive from the up. Okay, hold on a minute. Nope, never mind. He joined us here.
Hello.
He's with us. Yep. Parker, you got the line there, sir. You got us, Parker?
Hold on. Yeah, I got you in 2 audio channels. Hold on. Okay. What a race.
What a race indeed, sir. You're literally popping this one into victory, almost into victory lane. Coming away, though, with the second place finish. But early on, sir, you were looking about as strong as we have seen you all season long. I mean, Rockingham was seemingly giving you quite a number here to work with today.
Yeah, this and Darlington are 2 of my tracks that I really like. They get run in the 87s a lot, so I'm used to running on the older tracks, and there's something about the tire management that comes into it. That's why I saw Corey out front, and I was like, I don't think he's going to burn his tires up.
Well, it didn't quite burn the tires up, nor gave up too much on that end, but you certainly had made a big chance there, made a big opportunity really to strike it up, and you did take down Elitz and Norgard too, which, you know, that itself in a feat I'd say probably was a little bit more difficult to do in the past couple weeks compared to today, right?
Yeah, no, he's been tearing it up. I honestly, I saw him up there. When I saw him in second, I was like, well, he's just gonna pull away and win another. But I was able to catch him, and then I just ran out of time. I was running faster than Corey right there at the end, but just not enough time.
For sure there. Well, nevertheless, though, Parker, as you close this one out today with a second place finish, who do you want to thank here for this podium?
Everybody putting on the event, everybody run the league, especially Ben, who finally found his voice again. That was pretty neat. You for doing the broadcast, and everybody for keeping the racing as clean and respectful as it should be.
For sure there. Well, nevertheless, though, Parker, man, congratulations on the second place finish today. We certainly hope to see more out of you in the future, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Parker Patrick Kelly going to bring it home today for a solid second. Now, finally, time to your race winner today. He's been waiting a while to hear about this one. Corey Abbott brings it home in victory lane. Corey, man, I mean, from the get-go, I kind of said from the start, if there was a track that may be able to give you a chance here, it might think it'd be one of these. I think it might be this track for somebody, and that somebody happened to be you. Corey, I mean, I gotta ask you, how were you able to keep these tires underneath you and without burning too much up for the ending?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. I didn't feel great coming into the race with how bumpy Rockingham is. I didn't have a great feel for it. I just kind of figured it on the fly and just went with what I found.
Went with what you found, went with what worked and what was best. Certainly seemed to be the case for today. But I'll ask you this too. I mean, you had a very, very long road there with lap traffic in front of you, and kind of also temporizing some of the run. At any point, did you feel like that could be kind of the end of your race there, or do you think it was really just kind of a matter of time to get around them?
Yeah, when I first got, I think it was Lancaster and Wayne. I got a little worried because they were side by side in turn 3 and 4, and I knew Layton was fast behind me. He's as good or better at saving tires as me, so I knew he was definitely going to be a problem. Getting by those guys, I lost some time. That was really when I was starting to wonder if this was going to happen or if I was going to be runner up again.
Certainly the case indeed, but hey man, you have indeed finally brought it to victory lane. This one definitely got to mean a lot to you, so I need to ask you, who do you want to thank for this one?
Gotta thank the team guys at Epic Motorsports. I feel for a Leighton. 2 laps short on fuel always sucks, especially when you're in the position he was in. Andrew Hardcastle had a great race, just unlucky with some things. Yeah.
For sure there. All right. Well, nevertheless, though, Abbott, it was a long road, but you found your way to success here today, sir. Congratulations on finally getting into victory lane.
Thank you.
Corey Abbott, ladies and gentlemen, after all the heartaches and trouble, finally gets himself one out of the gate. That will about do it here for your coverage here from the Six Sigma Sim Racing Oval Link here today, race fans. Thank you so much to our friends at Six Sigma Sim Racing again. Be sure to visit up on their website, www.sixsigmasimracing.com, and visit up for all their latest products and all that. Trust me, guys, you wouldn't be disappointed. I'm literally sitting in one of their rigs right now, and I've already done a review on it, but it is worth your time. But anyway, enough about that. We're going to call it a night here, race fans for Rockham. Thanks so much for opening your doors up to us again. We love you guys. We'll see you next time when the green flag flies on PT Racing TV.